The title might be a shock to you, but I tell stories. I don't tell fibs. I am the medically fragile child. I was the one who my parents constantly had to take to doctor's appointments. In points of my life, I was like constantly in and out of the ER for whatever issue. My first surgery was at like, I don't know, 6 months old, and my last was at 2 years old, and I remember that one very well. So me and everyone else thought, okay, you have all your issues now, there won't be any more, right? Like, we're done? No. Actually, we are not done. Now, to give a little bit of context, I had been watching Breaking Bad at night, and when I would binge eat a bunch of candy, and so one night, I'm like, damn, my heart is racing like crazy. So I thought maybe it's anxiety, but I'm like, I'm not nervous. I mean, I'm getting nervous now, but I'm not nervous. So I was just like, maybe it is anxiety. So I kept going through my day, but I'm like, it's not stopping. So then I'm like, oh my God, I must be so fat and gluttonous that my heart is giving out on me and I'm gonna have a heart attack. And so then I felt really like bad about myself because I thought that this was all my fault. And I was so ashamed, and I'm like, I'm not telling my mom, okay? Because they're gonna just ridicule me and make fun of me, which they wouldn't. And so I didn't tell them for like 3 or 4 days. But this entire time, I am so weak, constantly out of breath, and my heart is going like crazy. I mean, like, maybe like, I don't know, like 150. Even when I'm sitting down, even when I'm resting, and sometimes it would skip a few beats, and I could definitely feel that. But then I wisened up, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Even if this is my fault, I should tell my mom, because I'm getting really concerned, and, you know, maybe there's a way that they can fix this, you know? So I tell my mom, they're like, fucking again? We're doing this shit again. So they book a appointment with my cardiologist, and he sees me, I think, like, the following week. I don't really remember the timeline, the details, but he's basically like, wear this heart monitor, we'll send it to you. And I have worn a heart monitor before. It was when I had anxiety, but we didn't know it was anxiety. So, at the time when I was wearing the heart monitor, it was fucking huge. This fucking huge machine. But that was like a decade ago. So when I actually got the heart monitor in the mail, it was tiny, and you had to like put it like right here or right here somewhere. So I'm like, oh, okay. And basically the instructions he provided was, whenever you felt your heart being weird, just press this button on the heart monitor and it'll record your heart rate. Okay, cool. So I do that for a few days. I remember it got really gross and crusty, and I could not shower. It was great. But then after all of that was done, I sent the heart monitor back to him, and he was like, okay, I know what you have. It's not your fault, but it's pretty serious, but it can be managed, okay? So I have something called long QT syndrome. Not long QT, okay? We're far from that. Long QT. Basically, the electrical function of my heart is fucked up. This is probably caused by another condition I have, tricuspid atresia, so it's really rare. But what makes it serious is that I could have died at any moment, like the title suggests. I could have had a seizure, I could have fainted, and I could have died. Okay. Now, I am on medication called Nadolol, whatever. So that has not happened, unfortunately. But if it does, you'll be the first one to know. So anyways, I mean, I have so many medical stories I could go on and on about, but that's one of my more serious ones. Yeah. Okay, bye.